Hey, how's it going? This is Brayden from Nobullsports. You may be wondering, why am I doing the live? Isn't James usually the college football guy? Well, he's busy tonight and tomorrow, so I'm going to guest host tonight's game. Obviously, it is BYU versus East Carolina. The game should be getting started here in a few minutes. So just decided to jump on a little early, be able to send the link to people who may be wanting to join in. But please ask me any questions you have about the NFL, any questions you have about college football, anything. I'll try to answer them the best way I can. But looking forward to having you guys join me for this game. It should be a ton of fun. They're talking about right now currently who's going to do the who they're sold on and who they are going to be able to. Hey, thanks, James. I appreciate it. They're pick games, so we're about 10 minutes away, is what they're saying now, unfortunately, but should still be fun. I don't know why I'm in my live in my own live. That's so. James, I wish you could be here, man. I did send the link if you decide to jump in, but I know you're busy, so it is all good. So I think the big keys to this game, everyone's going to crap on BYU, I feel like, just because BYU is not having the season that everyone anticipated. I even thought we were going to be better than we actually were. It's very frustrating. We're 4-4. We have 4 games left on the year. I think it'll be interesting to see how we finish out the year. I do think that Sataki, yeah, he'll be taking over the defensive roles from now on, because it looks like our defensive coordinator is having issues. Our defense is just struggling against everyone. It is unfortunate. It really is upsetting. Hey, Hector, how's it going, man? I mean, you're more than welcome to join the live. I sent it in the Glide chat. I mean, if you need something to do, I'm here. So let's see. I sent it to my family. I know my mom wanted to join in, so that'll be fun. Let me text them. Rise and shout, the Cougars are out. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. Hey, and Hector, I am not a Utah fan. I don't know what you're talking about. There we go, Hector.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah. I messaged you in our group chat, and I was like, damn, I don't get I try to look for it. I don't got the BYU game down here, so I didn't want to intrude if I can't even watch the freaking games.
Yeah, it's on ESPN2 right now.
Oh, ESPN2? Oh, bet. I got ESPN2. Now I can look for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it off of Hulu, so Hulu automatically gives me whatever channels like I usually watch. So it gives me ESPN1. It's giving me the World Series game. It's giving me basketball and stuff. But now that I know it's ESPN2, I can put that on.
Nice. So, game 1 is today, right? For the World Series?
Yeah. It's actually about to kick off in 15 minutes. It says 8 o'clock, but you know how sports works. It's usually like 15, 20 minutes after the actual time.
Yeah.
All right, so I got it here.
Sweet. It should be a decent game. I'm a little worried. BYU is underperformed like usual. They usually start out really good and then fall off the face of the planet.
I'm shocked you're covering a team you don't even like. You a Utah fan? What you doing?
Yeah, that's a funny joke, Hector. I'm sure.
I like this matchup though. The ECU BYU, because I've actually ECU's not too far from Myrtle Beach, and they're actually pretty good rivals with Coastal Carolina.
Oh, nice. Coastal Carolina is that school that is surprisingly good. Like they shock everyone.
You know what? My brother actually was going to go to Coastal Carolina to play baseball. He ended up not deciding to go to college, and we ended up going into the service together and shit like that. But he was getting a D1 scholarship for Coastal to go play ball for them.
Dang, that's awesome in itself.
Yeah. I've seen the ECU Coastal kind of rivalry. It's pretty cool. So I got. It's nice that I get to watch this BYU ECU now because, like I said, I know a little bit about ECU, and obviously you gonna educate me on the BYU.
And what's cool so was they were giving little updates about the game. If ECU wins tonight, this will be the first time they're bowl eligible since 2014. So a little bit's riding for ECU.
When it comes to like Coastal and ECU, like they're so hit and miss. Like one year they'll play fantastic and might crack the top 25, and then the next year they just completely fucking shit the bed, and it's just like there's no consistency.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that typically college football? You're either really good or you're not.
I mean, BYU stays consistent. The only thing is that they're not as big as like Ohio State or Bama and stuff. So like they don't get like the credit like those schools do.
Yeah. Well, the one slimmer of hope or bright spot, whatever you want to say, BYU has the second highest viewership rating on the West Coast behind Oregon thus far into the season. I think close to like 8.9 million views or something like that. I don't know.
I found the perfect way for BYU to go undefeated every single season and win the national championship every single season.
Don't listen.
You just have to have Zach Wilson fuck everybody's mom. That's it. You just call up Zach Wilson, be like, yo, we need you here. We're playing this team. Make sure you slide in her DMs.
You're not wrong. It may work.
Right? You psychologically, it's psychological warfare here. Just like, yo, you're going into the game thinking like, yo, they just had their alumni fuck my mom.
Yeah, what's going on? This is crazy. Jaren Hall is I still think is going to be maybe a day 2 quarterback. I thought he may surpass it and go in the first round, but I don't think he will. I think it'll be a second or third rounder.
That's one reason I'm excited. Like, I didn't even know they were playing tonight. I just got the notification that you were jumping on, and then you hit us up on the side chat about jumping on. That's one of the reasons why I'm excited to watch this game with you, because you're always bragging about Hall and how you thought he was slightly better than Wilson anyway. So I want to see. I haven't watched any BYU games. I'm excited to see this.
And what's crazy is he's only a junior, so he could come back for one more year, but I don't think he does. He's completing
65%, over 2,000 yards, 19 TDs, 3 intros. That's pretty solid. That's fucking solid.
The only problem, one of his interceptions was against Notre Dame, and I was at that game, and he threw it. He didn't even try to get it to the receiver. It was directly to the DB, but come to find out he had a separated shoulder. I mean, some people are like, good on you for playing with a separated shoulder, and other people are like, why would you do that to yourself? So,
what's their record right now?
They're 4-4.
4-4. Oh yeah, I see it now. 5-3, 32 in the conference. 4-4. See, that's the thing, man. Being 4-4. I mean, I see him going back for his senior year just because of the record and possibly missing out on a bowl game. So he comes back his senior year, instead of, because it looks like they're on the verge of possibly just being over 500 for the season. Like by the end of the season, they're probably going to just be over. So I'm thinking he comes back his senior year. Maybe they have a better record. They get a bowl game, and then he goes to the NFL. Because it kind of said that if he gets that bowl game, he has a better season senior year. His projection is going to go up.
Yeah, this is his first season that he's actually played every game because he has had some injuries. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I mean, our losses haven't been to terrible teams. Oregon is top 10 team. I think Liberty should be ranked. I don't understand why they're not. They're 7-1. Their only loss is to Wake Forest, who's also ranked, and they only lost to Wake Forest by 1 point. So,
when you're those smaller, like I said, like same thing with BYU. When you don't got the hype of the Ohio State or Bama or Clemson or something like that, they're gonna shit on you. It don't matter about your record or how you play. They're just gonna shit. This is why I don't like college football and how they do their rankings. It's all biased. It's all on it's fixed. To me, college football is fixed.
I think it'll be beneficial when they. Oh, that's hilarious. Someone proposed to Cosmo, the BYU mascot. Yeah.
Cougars don't get married. They just fuck everyone.
So the problem with BYU's defense is their third down conversion is atrocious. It's almost 50%. All right, looks like East Carolina's getting the ball first. It's the one nice. What I like about BYU is they change their uniforms every game. They don't wear the same uniforms.
So that's the key. I just watched that right there. That's going to be the key to the game. Can BYU make them turn the ball over? Because if they make ECU turn the ball over, they'll win this game.
Yeah.
It looks like ECU wins when they don't turn the ball over, but if they turn the ball over more than 2 or 3 times, they lose.
Oh, there we go. I got a notification. Oh, I'm supposed to be hosting on the Nobullsports app too.
Oh shit.
I totally forgot about that. I mean, no one ever comes on. I just talk to myself, but it's still fun. If you don't already have the Nobullsports app, I think it is an awesome app. Great way to chat with other sports fans, and that is
the CEO. What's her name? Not Brit. Is it Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany.
It is Brittany. When she had reached out to Zach to do it, and I know Zach and you and James and a couple of you guys do it. She reached out to me too because she knew that I was the other half of breaking down the tape. But I told her straight up, I'm like, look, I just can't commit to that right now because I have my own commitment. Obviously, we got breaking down the tape and shit like that, and I just can't commit to that because I'm not that like. Honestly, I like covering the teams I want to cover.
Yeah.
So if I have to go over there and they're going to tell me what teams to cover and you're going to have me cover a team that I probably, haven't looked into or don't know enough information about, then I'm useless.
Well, that's the nice thing this year. They're letting us pick who we want, and then they say, hey, we need people for these games. And, when I hosted for the Broncos, I kind of feel bad because all I did was talk crap about the Broncos.
but that's what they want, though.
Yeah, and everyone thought it was funny because if I don't take at least 1 or 2 shots at Russell Wilson a game,
you're salty, bro. You are still salty.
Hey, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with Geno Smith. Like. I was a little.
Hey, if the season ended right now, Seahawks, Jets, and Giants all in the playoffs.
I think it's going to be a really good game this weekend. The Giants and the Seahawks. That's a good start for BYU, though.
You know what? I'm off. Wait, when did they play? They play Sunday, right? This weekend, Sunday.
Yeah. Yep, they're.
I might. You know what? What are you doing Sunday? Because I might do the live on Sunday. Because that's going to be fucking havoc. And we need you, me, Zach, and all the boys on this for that shit.
Hey, I'll do it.
We need to do that live.
Oh, it's getting feisty. I like it.
Yeah. I think you're slightly ahead of me. The 4th and 9 drive is just about to start for me.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, he just
I
funded it.
told James this, but there's a guy on BYU's team. He's a linebacker. His last name's Peely. I actually played high school. I played against his older brother in high school football, and we were Pee Wee teammates back in the day. He lit me up in high school. I remember I thought I had a clear sack to the quarterback, and I was on my back looking up at the sky because he laid me out. It was funny. So that is another issue that BYU is facing. Their top two running backs are hurt. There's a lot of injuries, but it's not an excuse. It's a part of the game, unfortunately. But
They
that's
got a Colts like uniform. I feel like it's like the reverse of a Colts uniform.
and what's cool is they've changed uniforms all season. I mean, they always do that. They let the players pick what jerseys they wear. So
They're over here trying to be like Oregon, have 75 different type of uniforms.
yeah, they had a helmet against Arkansas that was really cool. It had the mountain range that they'll constantly.
Nice.
I promise you, they'll show the mountain range because that's one thing that's big about BYU and Provo. And then they had a cougar on the other side that was really cool. It was an actual like picture of a cougar. Oh yeah, the college football rankings. You know who the first four players are going to be, or the first four teams are going to be. It's probably going to be Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and then the fourth one could be a toss-up. I could see Tennessee
I was just
sneaking,
about to say that.
or Michigan. I think those are the two teams that really deserve a shot. I honestly think because Alabama has a one loss, I'd rather have four undefeated teams. I'm sorry.
Like, see, Alabama's probably going to get the benefit of the doubt because they're Alabama. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, that's what I said. Like, college football to me is fixed. The rankings, the way the playoffs work, all that jazz is so fixed because they want these powerhouses out there instead of giving those other schools that are playing better a chance.
Well, and they put Cincinnati in there, and I mean,
But Cincinnati's only became relevant over the last like 3 or 4 seasons. Because before that, they were getting shitted on too in their rankings.
we play them next year.
That'll be a good matchup.
With us.
I mean, you don't have Sauce Gardner to shut you down, but
Miles Davis, the Vegas boy, he's from Arborview High School. Shout out to Arborview High School. I know that's going to make McKenna not happy because that's her rival high school, but they stopped BYU. But I've got a feeling BYU is going to go for it. They have a tendency to go for it. Yeah, Liberty did a really good job. I had to turn off that game because we scored. It was like 14-3. I'm like, hey, we're actually doing good. And then they went on to score like 38 straight points. I was like, yeah, no. There we go.
Liberty's been playing well too. But then again, like I just said, you got these smaller schools that they get shitted on and they don't give them the opportunity.
Yeah, that's the one I will say.
Like you can go undefeated and you think, oh, you know what? We'll just give them a bowl game. They'll be happy. Like, no, bitch. I'm trying to win a national championship too.
Yeah. BYU's kind of the
What's the flag? Nice. Like, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you got 25 ranked teams and it's always the same 4 or 5 going to the national championship. No matter the record, it's always the same 4. Like, Ohio State could be 2 or 3 losses.
They still get a chance.
BYU could go undefeated. For some reason, BYU still won't be ranked or get the opportunity to even see a national championship. But Ohio State, with 3 losses, would still somehow be in that playoff.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think Utah also kind of fits in that category. Utah is constantly has great years. I hate saying that because it's Utah, but so interesting fact about Jaren Hall, he's actually the first African American starting quarterback for BYU. They've never had a black quarterback.
Damn right, them white ass Mormons. The fuck? They over here like, look at this guy. You lucky we even let you come into school. We just got to hit a quota for the amount of dark skins.
His
Let me stop before someone tries to call me racist.
His little brother's on the team. His dad was a running back for BYU back in like the 90s. So obviously it's a family tradition.
Nice. Oh, he needed to hit. Oh, if he would have escaped that tackle, it would have been a wrap.
Oh, it's fourth down. He tried to get it. Yeah, I'm a little ahead of you.
You're a little ahead of me. I think that run play right there, he got tripped up. If he was able to get out that's a touchdown.
Yeah. Miles Davis is only a freshman, too, which is crazy. He's I think we're going for it again because they're actually going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. You don't want to overdo it. I mean, you got fourth and goal that you got, but you can't keep going for it every time.
There we go. Finally made one. Good job, Jake. There we go.
5 for 10? Oh my God.
Yeah, he used to be money, but ever since the Baylor game, he got the yips. I mean, I get it.
Sorry. If I'm at this point in the season and I'm 4-4 and you're 5 for 10, I'm benching your ass.
Well, what's funny is the backup kicker also missed like 2 field goals. So there's no trust. No trust in the kickers. That's why I was surprised that they even
if I'm the coach, I'm giving them a pep talk. I'm taking them to the office and be like, yo, you still want your scholarship? Because you about to lose that shit.
You're not wrong.
Liberty U Freeze agreed to 8-year extension.
As they should, like that.
Guaranteed deal averages just under $5 million. He didn't pay. He's 33-12 in 4 seasons with 3 bowl wins. Oh yeah, rightfully so. Nice sign up.
He deserves it. It was cool. So their stadium only sits 25,000, and they sold out for the BYU game. That was their biggest game they've ever hosted. So.
Oh yeah, it's a huge rivalry, and Liberty. I mean, you can give more information and say if I'm right or wrong because you know more than I do on this. But I think Liberty it's a smaller institute than BYU. They're not as big as BYU.
No, BYU's massive. They're kind of like, I feel like they're the size of BYU Idaho. BYU Idaho is BYU's sister school up in, obviously, Idaho. I think BYU Idaho has like 18,000 or something like that.
How much did you guys stadium hold, BYU?
65, 66. It was funny. The Notre Dame game, we were obviously the away team. And I guess Notre Dame, before the fourth quarter, has a light show that they do. And the BYU fans hijacked it. It was hilarious. They were chanting during it. It was so much louder than the actual light show. It was funny.
I always forget that I have my mount on my TV where I can actually have to not break neck to watch it. So now I got it in the background. Let me see if I can. Yeah.
There we go.
Got it right there.
I'm surprised Penny has. Just as I say, I'm surprised Penny hasn't made an appearance. I hear.
I heard that. I heard that yell. I heard it.
She's upstairs watching some new Netflix show. So
you're gonna go up there. She's dressed in BYU with a helmet. And she's like, "Dad, you're missing the game."
He did it. You want to come say hi to Hector?
No, my show is not
Okay, I will start your show. I am so sorry.
He said, no, I don't want to say hi to that motherfucker.
Gotta love good old Netflix. Oh, where's the remote, baby? Okay, let me see it. Continue watching. There we go. Oh, no, it's messy up here, so no, you cannot say hi. You can come down here. I think it'll be interesting to see how BYU does. They already released our schedule. Our first opponent is Kansas, our first Big 12 opponent.
Yeah, honestly, Kansas they don't scare me as a football program. As a basketball program, one of the most dominant. But as a football program, Kansas doesn't scare me.
Yeah, no. I mean, they have had like a Cinderella season, I will say.
Yeah, but that's one in a million.
Yeah. So, no one answered my question, so I'm going to ask it again. I was listening to Lofa Tatupu's podcast. You know, I'm a big Lofa fan. Oh, yeah. Well, so him and Cliff Averill said if the Seahawks make the playoffs, the extension should be longer than 3 years. It should be like 6 or 7 years. Agree or disagree?
For Gino?
Yeah.
No, you're bugging. Yeah, look. I get it. Gino's having a good season, but we have not seen consistent play out of Gino in his entire career. He was a starter on the Jets, but he was never a starter after that. He had time to sit behind Russell. To me, and like I said before, I think like last week or something like that. Gino makes the playoffs. I'll re-sign him with a 3-year deal with a team option for a 4th year. The team gets the option, not the player option.
Yeah.
Because Gino's 32 now, 33. He's 31. 12 years in the league. You give him those 2-3 years to keep running. Because your team's full of rookies. They're building. They're a good squad. They're young. So you got a semi-young quarterback leading them. You draft a QB either this year or next year. You have him sit behind Gino for a year or two. If Gino starts messing up, you plug him in. If not, you let him sit that year or two, and then after Gino's contract or maybe the year right before, you bounce that dude out and you plug in the new dude.
You know what was interesting is they said that they should keep Drew Lock, let Gino keep playing the way he's playing, and then let Drew Lock kind of pull a Geno Smith. Because I have
no faith. I have no faith in Drew Lock. Gino, and I have small bias, obviously, because the Jets had drafted him. I thought Gino was put in the wrong position when it came to the Jets. The Jets were in shambles when they got him. He's not a horrible quarterback. He's very mobile, and he actually has a pretty strong fucking arm. He was just in a shitty situation over there with the Jets. It was just not going to work. Gino has the potential to this year. This is going to rejuvenate his career. People are going to. He might play another 5, 6 seasons, 7 seasons, but I don't see it all being with the Seahawks.
Yeah. Teo's.
Hey, Teo, what you trying to shit on me like? Come on, bro. I mean, I'm not a college football phenom and shit, but I know a little bit.
Hey, but you said smart stuff about Geno Smith. I will agree with that. And I think that's where you guys are doing it different with Zach. You guys are getting the talent, the stuff that you do need to be successful. You've got the young defense. You've got the young wide receivers. And obviously before Bryce Hall went down, you had a stellar running back, the future. So I think
Zach Wilson's the last part. He's the last part. Like with the run game heavy. Jets has always been a run heavy offense. The Jets are the best of them version of themselves when it's a run. Curtis Martin, Thomas Jones. Every time the Jets had made the playoffs, run heavy offense, top 5 defense, quarterback just It's a game manager. You just need to be able to not turn the ball over.
I like the James Robinson move. I think that'll be beneficial now that you guys.
That saved us. I looked at you guys and I said the season is over once we lost Breach Hall.
Yeah.
But that was such a quick turnaround, like 2 days later to go sign this man. I think he's no Breece Hall, but people sleep on James Robinson. And I think the Jets' offensive line is better than the Jaguars. And they were already trying to make ETN the number one back over there. I think you're about to see the real James Robinson.
The research. Yeah, because I remember when he was a steal. He was one of the steals a few years ago. So
he was a 1,000-yard rusher last year, and you're over here trying to shun him.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think that was a great pickup. I think next year we probably re-sign him. Hall comes back. Google, you cut it out. That's my cousin right there, C-Mac. He a Dolphins fan. I think they re-sign James Robinson. Breece Hall comes back. Breece Hall and James Robinson is a tandem. You have Michael Carter as that third back, a little gadget tool, but eventually we probably move from him.
Yeah.
Because I like to joke, Tail. Come on, I like to be that guy, but I always have the facts ready to spit out.
You're not wrong. You said what you said.
Damn, it's been a while since I said that. I said what I said.
Did you see DK Metcalf practice today?
I think they said they're still ruling him out, though.
They said he's game time.
Okay. Me, I say screw it, because you don't want to lose DK. Just have him sit this game. Yeah. Because honestly, you have Goodwin, you have Tyler Lockett, who I know popped up as questionable today, but I think he'll play. You got a good run game. And honestly, the Giants have a good defensive line, but they're weak at the corner position.
Yeah.
So you don't need DK to beat those DBs.
And if K9, because everyone talks about how bad the run defense. Yeah, that was horrible. Everyone talks how bad
tackling was atrocious.
Battle. Yeah, but the Giants have a pretty bad run defense too, and K9 is gonna light them up. I feel like so.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a complete run game mode. It's gonna be Kenneth Walker versus Saquon. Who defense is willing to make that stop before the other team?
I will say the defense is finally looking better because they had a horrible start to the year, and they're starting to click. And Cliff Averill on the Lofa's podcast said, he's like, these young guys, when it finally clicks in them, it's going to be scary. He said Legion of Boom 2.0. So
you have the potential defensively to be Legion of Boom 2.0. I would not say it yet because that's disrespectful to the Legion of Boom.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
And you know what? It's not even the corner position. The corner positions are doing exactly what they need to do. I want to see more from the defensive line, and I want to see more from the linebackers.
Yeah. Because Diggs, our safety, he's been killing it. He's one of those quiet, unsung heroes. No one really gives him enough credit, and he's like a mini Cam Chancellor. Like he hits like Cam Chancellor.
And I've said that to you. What was it? A week and a half ago? I said, Pete Carroll and the Seahawks, when it comes to drafting DBs, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to your DBs, they know the secondary. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Like I said, I want to see them go out in this draft and get a fucking dominant tight end. I mean, not tight end, DN. And they're going to have to go look for a Bobby Wagner. They need a Bobby Wagner back.
I think they found one in Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks has potential, and he learned under KJ and Bobby. That's the one thing that I give to Jordan Brooks, because he's all over the field. He also has the longest streak of 9 tackles or more a game, I think, since 2000 is what they're saying. So it'll be interesting. Oh,
and I like we've already discussed your two DBs in Kobe White and Woolen, and I think they're completely opposite in their gameplay, but it pairs perfectly. You got your number one, who's just a ball hawk, and he'll go for that pick. And then you got your number 2, who's actually the complete opposite of a ball hawk. He's not going for the pick. He does what Sauce Gardner. Then Kobe White is a second Sauce Gardner. He's going to go for the pass defend, not the pick. And he's going to tackle great.
Yeah. Guy has the most forced fumbles as of right now, so Kobe Bryant.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, your 2 corners have either the most picks or the most forced fumbles. Like that is something to fucking brag about.
Yeah. And then number 2 guy for forced fumbles is also on Seattle, Darrell Taylor. He should have had a freaking touchdown against the Chargers, but he freaking coasted at the very end. Coasted. It made me mad. Yeah, so this game is already 7-3.
I want to see something on this drive.
They relied on the run too much. I don't understand that. I think they need to get Jaren Hall involved. Steve Young.
I mean, like I said, I haven't been able to watch too much BYU games, but I do like the running back BYU has. He's a hard runner. But I agree with what you're saying. I want to see more of the air offense. I want to see more of the pass game. I want to see Hall throw some passes. I want to see the receivers, even if it's the dink and dunk. I want to see receivers catching the ball and making a move.
Yeah, because Puka Nacua, that's another guy that I've been heavy of talking about. He's doing it too. I think he'll come back for one more year because he's been so injured. There we go. Beautiful long bomb. You kidding me? Where's the pass interference? Oh my gosh.
I'm about to see that play right now. I'm about to see that play right now.
Oh yeah, he tripped him.
What the?
No flag. Jaren Hall has an arm. I know this isn't the comparison.
That was bullshit.
Yeah. When RG3 was hosting for the BYU game and Baylor game, he kept comparing Jaren Hall to Russell Wilson. Obviously, that's not a great comparison this season, but it has been the last couple years. I like RG3 as a commentator. He actually does really good. Like, you got some of these commentators like Troy Aikman. Whenever it's the Cowboys, all he does is talk good about the Cowboys. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Oh, there we go.
Your video is getting choppy and starting to make noise.
Oh, geez. All right, let me see if I can fix it.
Another no flag?
Yeah. Connection is unstable. Okay.
If you want to back out and jump back in, since I'm already in here. Oh, you're good. Oh, no, you're not.
Yeah. No. Okay. Let me get out and then I'll come back in.
Yeah. Come on, what the tackle the fucking? What kind of fucking shitty? You see this shit, guys? This fucking shitty tackling over here. If I'm defensive coach, Yo, next practice, those players are gonna hate it. We doing Oklahoma drills from the start of practice to the end of fucking practice. You're gonna learn how to fucking tackle.
All right. Hopefully that helped. Can you hear me
I can
all
still
right?
hear the little fritz, but
All right. Let me see if I can. James and I were having this issue last night.
yeah, the last time I did a recording with James too, his was going all fucking haywire too. Yours wasn't as bad. Yours is not as bad as his was the other day though.
He had his echo cancellation off. I'm like, what do you? Yes, Taylor, that was awful tackling. I agree.
Oh yeah, you just missed it. You jumped off, and I went off on BYU's tackling. You jumped off, and I was like, yo, tackling's horrendous. If I'm the fucking defensive coach, next practice, the players are going to fucking hate it. We're doing Oklahoma drills from the start of practice to the end of practice. You are going to learn how to goddamn tackle.
Yeah, I know it's a coordinator. He got demoted. Well, like he's still defensive coordinator, but they only told him to focus on the D line this week. So head coach is calling all the defensive plays.
The fuck tells the defensive coordinator only focus on this part of the D? No, you're the DC for a reason. You got coaches under you to only focus on a specific position. The fuck you talking about? Only focus on the D line. I want to see some goddamn tackling because your man over there playing fucking flag football.
Yeah. Someone's deciding to grace her presence with us. What? Oh, you have a scratch on your toe. Oh no, I'm sorry. Come here. You want to come watch the game with me? There's owies. I'm sorry. Oh, they're going for it. Oh no, they're punting. It looked like they were going for it.
What? They got saved right there. They got blessed with butterfingers. That man couldn't catch the ball. I like how that number 9 on ECU, his last name is Savage, though.
Okay, come on. Come sit up here. You can sit with me.
Hi, Penny.
Hi.
Can you say, go BYU?
Go BYU.
Good job.
He wants
Penny's going to BYU when she hits 18.
Maybe. You're showing your butterflies to everyone. How do you feel about the game? Is BYU doing a good job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I hope I can have your optimism.
We need that optimism. Let's go, Penny.
Well, hey, look at that. Lowfoot to Tupu's podcast just mentioned me in their Instagram story, so that's nice.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Come on. Quit running it. Say they need to pass. Say pass it. What? And Teo, you're right.
He wants to see my toenails.
I don't think they want to see your toenails.
Why?
Because that's weird.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You know Mimi was on here. Maybe Mimi's still here.
You're not wrong, Teo. You're not wrong. Yeah, you only got a rare few of college football teams that actually want to tackle. Everything's about throwing points on the goddamn board.
Yeah.
Dad.
What?
Can you talk to Mimi over there?
Yeah, look, Mimi commented earlier right there. She said, rise and shout, the Cougars are out.
I'm gonna see.
Hey, there we go. They finally passed it to Nakua, and he caught it. His older brother made it on the – he made it on the Colts and caught, I think, 1 or 2 touchdowns during preseason. So, there we go.
There you go. Come on. You got to hit those small intermediate routes. You can't just be going for deep balls. That's just not going to work.
And Puka's fast. If he can get past you, he's gone. What would you dress up as? Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo! That's stiff arm. That's stiff arm. He shoved him and stayed in bounds. Yes, I see
right. There you go.
You're a turtle.
I like that back. I like that back. He's a strong back right there.
He's a Vegas boy. Everyone wants to crap on Vegas high school football, but we have a lot of hidden gems. Well, obviously, other than Bishop Gorman. Bishop Gorman produces great recruits. Well, that's why they were trying to go hurry up, and then they called timeout.
I went and partied. I was in the Marine Corps at the time. I went and partied with a bunch of ECU students.
Yeah.
One time, like me and my buddies hit Myrtle Beach, and we traveled down closer to ECU, and we partied at a house that was a bunch of ECU students. Was fun until the fight broke out. It was fun until hands had to be thrown.
That sounds about right. Oh, that's a nice pitch. Come on. Oh, what are you doing? He's hurt.
I don't think they were happy. Me and my boys were trying to take their women.
They said Sataki, BYU's head coach since 2020, is 25-6. It's the best. That's the 7th best record in that span. I mean,
yeah, but then you got 4 losses this season.
Yeah. So, in reality, I mean, they did come off of 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons. I think you're talking about the wrong Bishop. Bishop Sycamore surely has far better recruits. Oh, Bishop Gorman, I feel like is Bishop Sycamore at times. If you're from Vegas, you do not like
nice.
Gorman.
Damn, that's kind of big. Your tight end kind of looks like a goddamn lineman.
He's a fullback.
Oh, that's a fullback?
Yeah, and
damn. I thought that man was about to be a freaking right guard. For 6'1", 210, he looked like he definitely like 250, 260.
Offsides. Yeah, you got there way too fast.
Oh, my God. You got destroyed from the backside. Oh, my God. He's lucky that was an offsides because he got raped.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's clearly offsides. You can see it.
That head referee looks like he's exhausted. Like he just wants to go to bed.
I mean, I feel it.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That man's halfway to the quarterback already. Are you kidding me?
End of the first.
So you saw that Russell Wilson is actually going to play this week in London?
Yeah, I did. Hey,
you know what? Yep, I'm all for it too. Throw your ass out there, get hit hard enough, and then that's your season right there.
Because when they lose, we win. Because right now we're sitting with the 5th overall pick. And what's crazy is we could still have the 1st overall pick. That's even more wild.
If Denver goes down, and what's their record right now?
2-5.
The 2-5. If they can get to 9 losses, you got a top 5 pick. You got at least probably a top. I would say like 4th. I would say 4th.
Is the Eagles also currently have a top 10 pick and they're undefeated?
Hey, it's all about those guys in the front office, like Joe Douglas. When you got guys like Joe Douglas or the front office, I don't know who you guys as your GM. Who's you guys GM?
John Freak. What's his last name? It starts with an S.
He's been around for a while. He's been with the team for over 10 years already. He was around when they got Russell.
Him and Pete Carroll came in together.
Yeah, when you got guys like that in the front office, I mean, these guys are geniuses.
Yeah,
geniuses. Last year I was almost ready to call it for Joe Douglas, and then he made this dude's a genius.
Well, they're already trying to get Kamara too, because the Saints want their first round pick back.
Yep, I saw there was a chance Eagles get Kamara, but then I also saw that it's not going to happen. That'll be overkill if the Eagles get fucking Kamara.
Look at that, the Golden Knights 4-0, or they destroyed the Ducks. It was 4-0.
I got some chicken pot pie here. I'm about to destroy.
I'm waiting for McKenna to get off work to eat dinner. She should be off in like 10, 15 minutes. Teo, you're not wrong, though. Mason Wake, he's a beast of nature. And not only is he built like a lineman, but yes, you're right, Teo. Thank you. Yes, you're
Snyder.
Snyder. And I'll
tell you one thing. That's a name that I hate so much. Schneider.
Why?
So short story. I'm in the Marine Corps. I went to boot camp with a kid named Schneider. We ended up in the same schooling, on the same fleet, in the same platoon. We ended up roommates. So I knew this kid from boot camp. Ended up roommates. He's from Georgia. If I ever bumped into that kid again, I'd kill him. Because he did something and then try to falsely accuse me for doing it. Like I knew him longer than any other Marine that I knew in the Marine Corps. And he tried to blame me for what he did. Boy, if I ever bumped into this kid again, on sight. The Cougar, born 1953, and he has 1.5 million followers on TikTok.
Yep, Cosmo. And the irony of it, the last guy that was Cosmo ended up coming out as gay. And anyone that knows BYU, that is a very touchy subject. So it was very ironic.
Oregon Sedona Prince ending college career, torn elbow ligament that requires surgery, hopes for pro career.
She'll get taken in the WNBA. She's 6'7", and she's not horrible. She plays really good.
I think she'll still get taken. They're gonna be cautious with her. She'll fall in the draft, but she'll still get taken.
Katoa with a massive run.
And then I want to go back to your Cougar mascot. I think two of the greatest mascots in college is one, Oregon's Duck, and two, BYU's Cougar.
I appreciate it. Cosmo is he's one of those guys. He's one of those iconic mascots.
So fun. Between the Oregon Duck and BYU Cougar, they are probably two of the most fun to watch. Like no one else. I think third. I would say third, I would put Ohio State's mascot because I love the whole big head looking thing. Cougars is doing the whole rushing game thing. 71 yards already, and they're just starting the second quarter. But the pass game needs to step it up.
Yeah. Well, that's what's crazy about Nakua. Nakua can get you in the air, and he can get you on the ground.
My thing is, and I'm watching this game right now, they run the ball great. They have great schemes to run the ball. But then when they go for the pass, they're always trying to hit the home run. It's like, bro, hit the intermediates, hit that crossing route, hit that slant route, open it up.
There we go. Jaron Hall trying to use his legs. Well, BYU has one of the best offensive lines.
That's what I'm saying. If you have such a great offensive line, stop trying to go for that home run ball. Like, they're giving you the time to hit those 5 to 10 yard routes. Let the receiver make the move. Stop going for the home run ball. Obviously, the run game is working. So you use the run game.
Oh, there we go.
You hit that RPO. You hit that play action. You hit that intermediate throws, and then you hit the long ball.
Katoa just got a 24-yard rushing touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, broken tackle. He said, eat this. Oh, make two guys tackle each other.
Keanu Hill is one of those. That's what's crazy is BYU has a lot of young guys that have stepped up because their stars have been hurt. Puka Nakua missed a ton of time. Gunnar Romney missed a ton of time. A lot of freshmen.
I can see Nakua being a good secondary back on a team. I don't see him as a primary role back in the NFL because the NFL is a whole different ball game. But I can see him as like a Michael Carter to a team.
Yeah. Well, he's a wide receiver first, so that's what makes it interesting. Yeah,
and that's perfect in the NFL. And that's what a lot of colleges do now. You're changing people's positions, and it helps when you get to the NFL. So if you're a receiver, went running back, you're a pass-friendly running back. You are going to be that back that, yes, you might break up 400 rushing yards, but at the same time, you're going to get all those dinks and dunks and checkdowns when shit happens, and then that's a short catch for 5 yards, 7 yards, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, one live on Facebook. That's cool. This is the first time I've hosted, so I'm learning new things. Zach had to walk me through it.
I'm getting all these goddamn messages on my phone. I'm using my phone today to do this. Christy took off to Charleston for the weekend to help my sister move because she's moving into a new house. So I'm working off my phone today.
Nice. Yeah, I got my laptop going. I will have to bounce at 6 o'clock. I made a promise to McKenna that when she got off of work, I'd be off of the live. So
I totally forget. Yo, there's times, Brayden, I swear to God, I always think you're on the East Coast. I forgot you over there. There's times that me and you are talking on the group chat and stuff, and I'm like, bro, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but then for you, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Teo, it's fun. This is the first time I've actually hosted. I'm happy Hector was able to jump on because obviously I have my podcast. I haven't done anything with my podcast in a month and a half, but that's going to change. I am going to have James on for an interview next week, so just trying to get stuff going.
Teo, it's nice when Breaking Down the Tape does what they do. You know, we give all of our guys that power.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Not feeling it, man.
Oh, I don't have to go to work. I had overtime tomorrow. I don't got to go to work. So, and I just got a letter on my door that because Halloween is obviously on Monday, and people
Yeah.
probably won't do Halloween on Monday. So they just sent me the letter that Halloween will be tomorrow. So I'm like, sweet, I don't have to go to work. Now I get to, pass out candy and scare. I'm gonna go get my costume. I'm gonna scare the shit out of these kids.
I still gotta go buy. We're gonna go to like Goodwill and find stuff for me to wear because we're going to a trunk or treat tomorrow. Well, we're
I'm
going to
not
my.
a fan of the trunk and treats, man. I'm old school. Go knock on doors.
Are you trying to pull me in on this, Hector? That sounds like an offer for power. Hey,
Teo, I mean, we're still branching out. We got Brayden and Cobes for the Seahawks, me and Zach for the Jets, Chaz for the Bears, James for sadly the Browns. I got my cousin doing Dolphins. Hey, we're always open to discussing a Vikings podcast. Breaking down the tape. We branching out over here. We're branching out. We're making moves.
yeah, yes we are. Hunter Rawson started following you. What? Is this real? Is this actually
Who's that?
Hunter Rawson? That's my best friend. I didn't think he had an Instagram, so I'm gonna take a picture and be like, "Is this you, or is this someone
Is
using?"
it a bot? Bot.
Because literally, he only follows one person, and it's me. So I just want to make sure that it is him.
It's funny that ECU Pirates are playing the BYU Cougars. My parents are at a Halloween party right now. And I already told you, my dad, he has a prosthetic. He lost his leg, so he has one leg. Can you guess what he dressed up as?
A pirate.
He dressed up as a pirate, and he tried to do the whole peg leg pirate thing, but it wasn't working out right. But he did still go out as a pirate, though.
You're gonna see what I just saw, Hector. That was ridiculous. Wide open.
What? Oh, come on. And then you're tackling in the ferocious. I'm telling you, yo, I'm going to BYU. I'm going to get a plane ticket to BYU. I'm going to talk to the DC. I'm like, yo, you don't know how to fuck to tell these dudes. Oklahoma drills for 4 hours straight.
It is him. He said his wife keeps sending him reels on Instagram, and he can never watch them. So he created an Instagram account to watch them. I'm like, I love it. Maybe McKenna will follow suit and get a TikTok account.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever download TikTok, but
Penny loves TikTok. Come on.
See, to me, I try to tell people this: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all these shit, they're all owned by the same goddamn person. And they all do the same goddamn thing. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they all got reels. They all got commentary. They all got blah, 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 blah. It's the same shit. Why the hell do I need to download 4 apps from that are owned by the same goddamn? They're making money off of idiots.
Yeah. Well, Twitter should be interesting now that What's His Bucket owns it.
Oh, yeah. Elon Musk closed that deal and fired the CEO, CFO, and like the next dude. He not playing games.
He said,
"See, he not playing games. He gonna change." I might download Twitter now because Elon Musk runs that shit.
Well, they reinstated Trump's Twitter too. That was like the first thing they did. Like, hey, you do what you want to do.
I would probably download Twitter now because Musk runs it.
There we go.
Mind you, Twitter is the place to go for all the information. For some god-awful reason, nobody wants to do it at Instagram or Facebook. Whatever. All the information goes out to Twitter first.
Well, apparently, Twitter is also one of the last places where you can post nudity. You can post nudity and you don't get in trouble for it or something like that. Because I know Instagram, freaking TikTok, I posted a picture of me shirtless with like two of my buddies on a video, and they got flagged for minor nudity. I was like, "Are you serious? That's not nudity. Come on."
That's wild. And that's why Elon Musk wanted to take over Twitter. You know, they're trying to censor everything and force you to only post what they want you to post.
Yeah. That's a good
But
stop.
all the platforms are doing that. That's why I'm 100% behind. If Elon Musk can buy every goddamn platform, I'll be happy with that.
Brittany just texted me and said they're looking for more hosts. Come on, BYU, block this.
Astros up 2-0 in the third in the World Series. Verlander's pitching a great game right now. I've got a tie game here.
I knew it was going to be a good game. We're a fiduciary. That's a funny sounding word.
I like how they made the word fiduciary when literally they're probably just trying to call people douches. Right? Like, you're an idiot. You're gonna, because this commercial, you're gonna come over here. You're an idiot. You're a douche. So I don't have Allstate. I've never had Allstate, but I tell you what, Allstate got the best fucking commercials.
Oh, yeah. I used to work for Allstate. And I used to play.
You used to sell insurance.
Yeah, I sold insurance for like a solid 6 months. I started out with Farmers and then switched to Allstate.
We are farmers. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I miss those paychecks. Those paychecks were nice.
Oh yeah, the commission and yo, hell yeah, you can rack that in.
And what's nice is as long as you bring people in, if they stay, you get residuals too. So when they renew, you get a portion of whatever the renewal is.
Oh, that's pretty freaking cool.
It was nice.
That's what I'm saying. If you the right guy and you get X amount of people to join and they stay with, oh god damn.
I got one of the first deals I ever closed. It was a $600 commission. It was for like maybe 2 hours of work. Got $600.
I'll take that any day of the week. I keep seeing the Taco Bell breakfast, and now me and Christy's like, yo, we gotta try this shit.
I've tried it once. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
I mean, granted, it's not gonna be something that we do, 2 times, 3 times a week. It'll be like a once a month type thing, but
Look at that. Look at that cowboy.
oh, so now you're saying you're a Cowboys fan? Yo, what is up with you? You ain't jumping shit. You went from Seahawks to Raiders, now Cowboys?
Look at the fan. He's an old cowboy. Come on. Come on. His son's really good too. Battier, man, he's a force to be reckoned with. Oh, that was a short kick.
I'm going to run to the John real quick.
All right. So if you aren't watching the game, it's 10-10. BYU's actually looking decent after going on a 3-game losing streak. They lost to Notre Dame 3 weeks ago, then they lost to Arkansas, and then last week lost to Liberty. And now they're tied 10-10 with East Carolina. So we'll see. I am probably going to jump off here pretty soon just because my wife is almost home from work. I have her location on my phone because she texts me, hey, I'm off. Normally she calls me, but she knows I'm doing this, so that was nice of her. Oh, come on. Notre Dame versus Syracuse. That should be a good game. Yeah, BYU's last 4 games, I think they can get bowl eligible. They have East Carolina.
Oh, Notre Dame, Syracuse.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
Ranked 16th. You know what? Syracuse is shocking me. Shocking me. And honestly, they should have won last week when they played who they played last week?
Stanford.
They ended up losing.
No, that was 2 weeks ago because they played UNLV last week and obliterated
UNLV.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago. They played Clemson 2 weeks ago. They should have fucking won that game.
Syracuse or Notre Dame?
Syracuse played Clemson like 2 weeks ago.
No, last week. You were talking about Notre Dame. Notre Dame barely lost to Stanford.
I think Syracuse beats Notre Dame. Notre Dame has been a failure this year. Syracuse, honestly, if they would have beat Clemson, they'd be possibly top 10, and Clemson probably would have dropped to like 8.
Yeah. All right, so that is my cue to go. I mean, Hector, you're more than willing to stay on, but McKenna just got home, and a deal is a deal.
A deal is a deal is a deal. I will catch you, Brayden. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We will be on Sunday, yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. All right.
All right, buddy. You have a good night. You have fun. Tell McKenna I said hi. Give my love to Penny.
Will do. See you, man.
All right, bro.